fun chats with JD and guests where you get to relive the magic that happened on air as well as test your comprehension skills. All you have to do is listen, then answer the questions on the website and email it to us. And you can test your listening skills. It's the afternoon shows, 듣기 평가 with JD and guests. Due to copyright reasons, music has been removed and parts of the show have been edited for AOD purposes. All right, listeners, it's time to hang out with Ellie. And instead of OSTs today, we're going to talk about series on streaming channel about food in Latin America. I love it. So here is Mona Lisa from M Black. And then we're going to have Santana with Maria Maria. Maria Maria, as well as Mona Lisa, getting you into like the flavor of Spanish-speaking countries. Ellie is here, and she's from Mexico.
Yes, I'm here.
What's up? How about you introduce yourself in Spanish? Give us a little bit of like real, actual, flavor.
Flavor, like Hola, Guangzhou. Soy Ellie de México. Y aquí estamos los latinos para conquistar Guangzhou.
More like telenovela style. Come on. You are the telenovela villain right now. Just pretend like you walk in the door. I'm
like in the telenovela, like, I'm here. Aquí estoy, gente.
Yes. So we are talking. The reason why is because for the past, the segment is all about watching some series and then talking about it and also introducing the music. But recently, this streaming channel online starts with an N. They have this. They have this series called Street Food. And the first series was like Street Food Asia. So they traveled all around Asia and they were in Korea, they went to Japan, they were in Vietnam, Philippines. I remember those. And then the one that I started to watch because I saw it pop up on social media was Street Food South America.
Yes.
Oh, Latin America. I was like, oh, yes. Because it was so good. Like, the countries that they cover are like Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, Bolivia.
And that's all.
So there's I've been to Argentina, I've been to Brazil, I've been to Peru and Bolivia.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. But then it made me want to go to Mexico and Colombia. So today there are 6 episodes.
Yes.
And
we need to talk about Mexico, obviously.
Of course, we're going to start off with Mexico.
Yeah, I like this. I was like, I don't know, sometimes like, I don't want to watch. I want to watch, to watch the food that preparing your country all the times brings memories and taste in your
mouth. Your mouth starts watering and you're like,
for example, now
I gotta make it.
Yeah. So I like this because they show you, I like this series because they show you like a different kind of people. For example, in all the countries are different kind of people that present the food, but this is street food, and the majority of the people that work in the street food is people who came from a difficult life. So it's not like for example, Ramsay.
These are not like classically trained chefs. These are like people who have been making the food for years and generations, and it's like passed down the secret recipe. Or in the Street Food Asia one, they had in this one there was actually the guy the Lima in Peru, he's actually Japanese descent.
Yes.
And he actually his father owned a
Yes,
restaurant and he
yes.
was like classically trained chef, but he wanted to make street food. And the thing that I loved about this series is that street food is like for everyone.
Yes.
Like from just people actually who don't have a lot of money
Yes.
to the like rich people. And it's such a trend these days because actually you can really
Yes.
taste the culture.
It's really wonderful.
From there.
In Mexico, we have a word, a special word that it's pueblear. That's meaning like go to the countryside and eat the food in the countryside. And really, I miss that kind of activities here in Korea because
You can go to the countryside.
no. But how can I explain this? For example, in Mexico, you go to the mountain and on the street, well, not on the street, on the freeway, the people and the women are there making the food with their hands. It's like outdoor restaurant.
Ah, okay.
And they use like wood and they fire the
Make
wood.
the fire.
And this kind of flavors are really, really.
Okay, I haven't been to Mexico, but I did go to South America, okay? And then in Peru, literally there was just like, because it was so out of my comfort zone, it's like a whole new culture because I've just been in South Africa, I was in New York, I was in the UK. So we know when we think street food, it's a cart or it's you know what you think. But literally this lady in, I think it was Bolivia or Peru, and we were like on the bus, like this 16-hour bus. And then this lady just got on in the middle of nowhere and she had her little, whatever, I don't know what you call it, like a knapsack on her back. And she just started carving the meat and selling on the bus. And she just got off like 1 or 2 hours later. And I was like, what?
And these women are in Mexico, in all the freeways, and the taste is really different.
I know. It's a really unique, like,
Yes.
your taste buds are
Yes.
like, what is, but it's delicious.
Uh-huh.
Or, like, I remember, like, because I went with a friend and he wasn't really adventurous with eating, but I was like, just in the street, because the sellers in Peru were selling empanadas on the street. And I was like,
Amazing.
hello, give it all to me. Because so many different flavor, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, my God, this is so
it's really
delicious.
amazing. And the majority of the people use natural products that they took from the farms that are close.
Yeah, they're farming and it's very seasonal and it's delicious, right?
Super delicious.
So we have Mexico
Yes.
on the list for us today, and we might choose another one here that
Okay.
I've been to or I've experienced. But we're gonna listen to some music right now. Do you have any like Spanish singing or like artist who sings in Spanish that you like?
I have many. One is Mexican.
Very
And-
no. You have to pick one that I would probably have here.
Oh.
Not like that I have to go search for because I have to
Okay.
play it now.
I don't know what is the playlist.
I mean,
name
you
of-
choose any artist. Like, you know, like a common name of an art, like Enrique Iglesias or Shakira or...
I prefer Shakira because she's from Colombia.
Okay, so we're going to listen to first
Ah.
Shakira, and then we're going to listen to Dana Paola because she's
Okay.
from Mexico.
Curse.
Shakira. So we are going to do Try Everything because this is really my motto when I'm traveling these days. Try every street food.
Yes.
I'm like, if I see it, sometimes I would be like, you can come back later. Oh, it looks strange. I'm like, just buy.
Buy now.
Because you're not going to come back and you're going to be like, oh, it looks so delicious. I should have bought it. So try everything. And then Dana Paula. Don't go anywhere. All right, Shakira, Try Everything. And Dana Paula. So good.
Yes.
And it's so good. Now, get me in, because I was like, when I was watching the Mexican one, the episode, I was like, gonna get Ellie to cook some of this.
I can cook.
Or I was watching and then actually I was like, I'm gonna make this. Like in Argentina, they had the ham, cheese, and omelet. And that's why I asked you because they were saying tortilla, right? And we know it's like tortilla, right? And I was like, I can make this in my house. Get some ham, get some cheese, get the omelet put in the oven. It looks so good. And then when we got to Mexico, I was like, I'm gonna go to Mexico. So tell us about the episode of Mexico.
Okay, but first, for the Latinos, the Argentina people, we consider like Europeans. And they feel like Europeans. But it's funny. Sometimes talk with them and it's like, oh, you're the Latino European. No. I'm from Argentina for that reason.
Okay.
It's so funny. So, okay. About this, especially Mexico and Peru, the media makes a competition. And was super, was like a fight. All the time, Mexico and Peru are fighting about who is the best
for food.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Mexico is considered one of the most important foods around the world. And UNESCO recognized Mexico as good food around the world. It's like French and Mexico are at
the top.
The top.
Fighting.
Yeah.
And so Peru's like, what about us?
Yeah. And the problem with Mexican food is that the people, they think that only we have tacos. But it's not true. Tacos is the most simple food that you can make around all the world. Like, you only need corn flour or flour, it doesn't matter, and you can make a tortilla. Similar like a kebab.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
And the filling depends.
Yes,
you
the
can
filling
do
depends
whatever
on
you want to.
And you can put whatever you want to put about meat. Yes, and you make a taco. Even if you put egg in the tortilla, is a egg taco.
How do you feel about American taco? The crunchy one.
No, I feel like, oh my God, this is abomination.
I know. I went to a conference last year with like people from all over the world, and we were talking about food, and the one thing was like, oh my God.
I feel like super uncomfortable people when they say, oh, I try Mexican food. Yes, where? Taco Bell. Come on, Jesus Christ. Taco Bell is American, 100% American. So the people need to understand that the food that sells in the majority of the countries, even here in Gwangju, it's Tex-Mex or a fusion.
Yes, it's not the authentic. But I know you sent me some links about some restaurants that you went to. So you said you went to the one in Seoul. How was that?
Oh my God, like in home.
Oh, really? Okay, I gotta go. If this girl is saying it tastes like home, then I know it's good.
That day I went with my friends, and I have a friend. He's from Honduras, but he's born in America, but he feels Honduras now. And we was walking, and he told me, oh, Ellie, you have a flour for make tortilla. Yes. Why? Because I miss tortilla. So we went to the restaurant, and it's a small restaurant. And the guy, the owner, he told me, oh, you are from Mexico because your accent sounds like Mexican. Yes, I'm from Mexico. Okay. And he started to explain me about the menu, and I explained my friends.
He's Korean or he is?
It's Korean and has a certificate that he knows about Mexican food.
Okay. Like real
food. And my Honduran friend and I, we was sitting close, and both to this, like, the first bit, we was start to crying like, oh my God, this is home. And he told me, yes, this is home.
Mukbang. Oh my God. Like, what is that expression in Spanish or in Mexico? Like when you bite into something and you're like, what is the expression or the sound that comes out of your body?
Well, we say many expressions, but we say está delicioso. It's delicious.
Okay.
Está super delicioso. Super delicious.
Okay. Good. So what did you have?
We eat a taco first is chorizo, but the people here in Korea or around the world say that chorizo is like the sausage or the big sausage.
Yeah,
but that
the
is
Spanish version.
but it's not chorizo. It's different. I cannot describe the taste, but it's like a similar sauce. It's like a sundae, Korean sundae, but we fry.
Okay.
Similar, but it's a
Okay.
little bit spicy.
So he has that one on the menu.
Yes, super delicious. And they have like those
Oh, tongue?
tongue.
I love tongue. I'm like, it's really hard to get here in Korea,
yes.
but it's so good.
And
Cow's tongue.
Intestine.
Okay.
We say tripas and super
Tripe.
delicious.
Yes.
Tripes.
Korea doesn't really do they do stomach. I mean, they do the intestine, a different version, but I quite like stomach. Like if you've been to Hong Kong or some other parts of Asia, they cook the stomach of the cow in such a amazing way. It just like melts in your mouth, like the honeycomb. I was like, oh. Especially part of like dim sum. Like, so, oh my God, we're saying don't watch this because it's going to make your mouth water. And we're talking and I'm like, I'm so hungry.
And the most delicious taco for me, the name is maciza. So maciza, it's meaning that it's this part, the back of the...
Okay, the shoulder?
The shoulder, because it's this part in the animal, it's like soft.
Okay.
And this soft is so really delicious. And I don't know, it's amazing when you mix the lemon, the cilantro, and the salsa.
They
and
have to
Jesus.
have the cilantro Mexican like food. Without the cilantro, it's just not. And the lemon. It's the
Yes.
sour, the lime, the cilantro, the acid, the fat, the crunch.
Yes.
All comes together.
But the tortilla is not crunchy, it's like soft. So it's more delicious. I don't know why.
I
but
think
it's
like
so better.
not the tortilla. I mean, sometimes there's some vegetable in there that gives you that crunch, like a cucumber or something, or
Yes.
or something fresh.
Fresh.
So that like breaks up. Because sometimes when you have the meat filling, it's a little like rich and greasy
Yes.
something, and so the other things cut through there. So it's a really good balance.
And they have two important beers in that are in Mexico. One, the name is Tecate, so they make in the north of Mexico. Is the most important beer in Mexico and traditional beer. And they bring to Korea, and it's like, oh my God, I want to drink more Tecate.
No.
And double X or dos X, and it's good. It's like lager.
Oh, okay.
It's lager. It's soft. But
Alright.
it's good. But Tecate, it's like Mexico.
You were like, I'm coming here
Yeah.
every day. How was the price? Was it good? Was it expensive?
It was a little bit expensive, but
Worth it.
yes,
Worth it.
worth it.
Okay, listeners, if you are like intrigued about what we're talking about, you can go check out this street food show if you have the streaming service, or you can just Google or whatever. But we are almost out of time here, unfortunately. So how about you just tell us what dishes they made in the Mexican episode?
So the girls that they prepared two different kind of and traditional food that is in Oaxaca. So Mexico is a bigger country, and Oaxaca is in the south of Mexico, close to Honduras and El Salvador. And they make memelas and tlacuyas. So memelas is like a tortilla, but it's not tortilla. It's more
Thin? Thick?
no. The opposite of thin. Thick, more thick, and they put beans, frijoles, and they put the specialty that is the sauce of salsa. So we have two kind of different of salsas. Green salsa is the most delicious around Mexico because they make with green tomato. So we have two different kind of tomatoes: the red tomato and green tomato. And it's little tomato, but it's sour taste.
Okay.
And when you mix with the cilantro and chile, oh my God, it's explosion.
So good. We want to go to Mexico now. Well, we can't.
And tlaluya Tlailua, it's traditional, super traditional tortilla in Oaxaca. It's crunchy, and they cover with different kind of things, but the majority of the things is beans. And they put pork or chicken or beef, because we don't have problems with the beef. With the beef is super cheaper in Mexico.
Yes. Korea's beef is so expensive.
Yes.
It's like crying. When I'm in the supermarket, I'm like, okay, no, not today. I'm not paying that price.
Yes. And the pork, the pork is the pork lard. And we use many kind of vegetables. So for me, when I went outside to Mexico and they say, this is a Mexican taco, this is not Mexican taco. Mexican taco needs more vegetables, especially lettuce and avocado. When you mix avocado with the salsa, oh Jesus.
Already $20 on your plate.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to talk more about this, listeners, next week. We're going to go visit some other countries with this delicious flavors. So how about you stay tuned for that one. Ellie, I'm going to see you next week. Stay safe. And listeners, I'm going to play you out here with a song about ketchup. So, don't go anywhere. Okay, bye.
To be continued.